On October 26, 2025, coinciding with Reformation Sunday, Cape Town's historic Groote Kerk hosted a landmark interfaith event focused on justice, peace, and the ongoing conflict in Gaza, drawing a diverse congregation and sparking varied reactions. Curated by Dominee Riaan de Villiers, the gathering featured prominent speakers from multiple faiths, including Sheikh Ismail Keraan of Azhar Mosque, who delivered remarks from the church's pulpit on themes of truth and resistance amid the Palestinian crisis. The event's keynote was given by Francesca Albanese, the UN Special Rapporteur on the occupied Palestinian territories, who described the situation in Gaza as a genocide and outlined historical patterns of settler colonialism, urging economic boycotts and adherence to international law. Other contributors included Dr. Imtiaz Sooliman of Gift of the Givers, Rev. Allan Boesak, Rev. Munther Isaac, joining virtually from Bethlehem, and representatives from SA Jews for a Free Palestine, who emphasized interfaith solidarity and quoted figures like Rabbi Hillel and George Orwell. Held in a venue once tied to apartheid ideology, the program highlighted Groote Kerk's shift toward reconciliation and unity, with participants from Jewish, Muslim, and Christian backgrounds calling for an end to violence and support for Palestinians. Organizations such as the Mandela Foundation and BDS-SA were involved, reinforcing messages of moral clarity and collective action against what speakers termed inhumanity in the region. While the event was praised for fostering dialogue in a safe, respectful environment, it has elicited criticism from some observers who view the inclusion of non-Christian preachers in a church setting, particularly on a day celebrating Protestant Reformation, as a departure from traditional doctrine, likening it to biblical warnings of false teachings. Attendees, however, reported an atmosphere of warmth and hope, underscoring the role of interfaith efforts in addressing global conflicts. While the event was praised by some for fostering dialogue in a safe, respectful environment, it has drawn sharp condemnation from traditional Protestant perspectives. Critics argue that allowing a Muslim sheikh to preach from a Christian pulpit, especially on Reformation Sunday, a day honoring the Protestant break from perceived corruptions in the church, represents a profound betrayal of core doctrines like sola scriptura, scripture alone, and the exclusivity of Christ as the way to salvation, John 14:6. Drawing from biblical warnings in Revelation about the false church, or harlot, that deceives with appearances of light, Revelation 17. 2 Corinthians 11:14. Opponents view this as compromising the gospel's purity, inviting syncretism that dilutes Christian truth for worldly unity. Protestant voices, including some Reformed theologians, have called it a sign of ecclesiastical apostasy, urging believers to uphold the Reformation's emphasis on unadulterated biblical teaching over interfaith compromise. Attendees, however, reported an atmosphere of warmth and hope, underscoring the role of interfaith efforts in addressing global conflicts.